to the Ashtanga Yoga series. Today we reach the last Samadhi state. So we'll start describing the Patanjali Yoga Sutras, how Patanjali describes Samadhi. Okay, so we have covered all the Yama Niyama up to Dhyana and also the Tirumula Tirumandiram's Samadhi. So if you have not read it, watched it, so before that it's nice to see that also, right? So it's always a gradual progression. You don't go to the suddenly you can't go to the eighth floor, so you have to go from the ground floor to the eighth floor, right? There is no lifts. Lift is there, but still lift goes from the ground only. No helicopter. Okay, so like we see one important thing I keep telling before and before also. Tirumular is shloka and Patanjali is a sutra. So sutra is very precise, crisp. So past few episode what was happening, only Tirumular was giving more importance. Not importance, more was there in shloka, right? Patanjali there only describes in one sutra. But Samadhi also Patanjali Maharishi describes in one sutra, but there are so many places different types of Samadhi is given. So I thought we'll discuss everything. So I've taken almost 20 sutras where Samadhi is described along the not only it's from the first chapter, some third chapter, some fourth chapter of the Yoga Sutras. So when I go to the slide, just see the number of the slide. So it keeps changing. The chapters also keeps changing. Okay, so we'll start. We'll see. And one more thing wanted to thing is in the Tirumular Tirumandiram, I was telling more everything. Finally, the every almost every shloka Shiva will come. Shiva, not me, Shankara, the Shiva, the consciousness, Shiva will come. Where he's that's how he identify the final state, everything you become Shiva, you become Shiva. Because it's more Bhakti Yoga is also there. Why I'm telling is here in Patanjali, the that aspect is not there. You just see wherever you say the oneness, Prakriti, Purusha, oneness, Drishta, Drishta, Drishti. So it's there is no mention of Shiva anywhere, but if you like that object, you can correlate with Bhakti also can be inculcated. But as per se, Patanjali Yoga Sutra, very few, only in one sutra he talks who is God. Very powerful sutra, we will take it up later. Who is God? The characteristics of a God is mentioned there. We'll see. Okay, so we'll see the sutra. So, third chapter, third. So, we have just seen the previous thing is dhyana. We have seen in the previous videos, right? So, the next line it comes. Third sutra, it's how he describes samadhi. तदेव अर्थमात्रनिर्भासं स्वरूपशून्यम् इव समाधिः. So what is samadhi? Samadhi is the definition is giving tadeva arthamatra nirbhasam. See what is it's in dhyana it says becoming one, ekatanata dhyana, becoming one. But what is happening that one can be your one, not the Purusha, not the consciousness, not the God or whatever you want to call the object. So he specifically is telling only the object of meditation only remains. The subject is not there. Swarupa Shunyam. Swarupa is your form, the form of the meditator becomes Shunya. Eva, like that. Like, Eva is very beautiful. Like that, because there is a becomes what? Almost. Tadeva arthamatra nirbhasam. See, when you say the, let's say, I'll give a simple example. We'll cover the same thing later also. Say, apple, the object of apple is there. I see the apple, the person knowing the apple is there. The meaning of apple is there. The word called apple creates some sensations there. Only so the I object everything dissolves. Only that meaning exists. Adya arthamatra nirbhasam. Then that is samadhi. See, how do you experience? Let's say you're doing some anything which you really like. Let's say drawing or cooking, painting or watching TV. When you're watching TV, it's full effect, like finals in IPL, what happens? You are not there. The TV is not there. Only the thing exists. Only the cricket exists. Right? That is samadhi. Right? In Tirumular, he says that thing is they it calls as Shiva, consciousness, all those things. But here it's just simple. Subject, object, the object and subject becomes one, and only the arthamatra of the object remains. Okay, but then Patanjali Maharishi, as I told you, there are a lot of types of samadhis. So we'll see. I made one nice slide. This has to be understood. So 10 types of samadhi is there. Some people say 8 because these two vitarka, vichara. So we'll go through it. That's what today's videos explaining these 10. So if you don't understand it now, don't worry, we'll cover this slide again. So 1, 2 is vitarka, savitarka, nirvitarka, vichara, nirvichara. Then ananda, asmita, virama pratyaya is the transcending state. Then nirbija, seedless. So till here it's abija. Bija is the seed. Seed means from where everything sprouts. The impressions, the I is still there in these first six. Then beyond that is the I, the consciousness, I, the ego, that is not there. Then the Dharma Mega Kaivalyam is the ultimate types of. Okay, so we will see one by one. So again, now we go to the first chapter, Samadhi Pada. Samadhi Pada is the first chapter. So 41st. 1.41. क्षीण वृत्तेर अभिजातस्एव मने ग्रहीतु ग्रहण ग्राहेषु ततस् अज्ञानता समापत्तिः. So vritti, kshina. Vritti is panchavrittaya. That's what the start of the Patanjali Yoga Sutra says. No? There are 5 vrittis, you have to overcome it. But now he is telling we have reached the end of the Ashtanga. So he says when you do all the practices, everything, then vrittis become kshina, meaning just weakened, almost nil, just coming low. Then abhijata seva means like pure, pure, transparent. When there are no vrittis, like a money. Money means like a gem. Say gem means what? Crystal. Crystal kya? If the crystal is pure, whatever light comes, you just see what is behind the light. If there is some, if the crystal is a little not very fully transparent, it distorts slightly, adding its own flavor to the object. That is vritti. You're getting the point? Object is there, let's say red apple. Crystal is so pure as if it's not there. Then you see the same color of the apple. But let's say the crystal has little tinge of green. So apple is red. Crystal has little tinge of green. What do you see? Red apple with a slight green color. That is what is happening to the mind. So what generally happens? So that's what I told in the previous thing. Grahitu, grahana, graheshu. Seer, the object grahana, the knowing, the process of knowing, graheshu, the apple, the object. I'll give different example. Maybe you will think something you will understand. Graheshu, the object is a auto driver. Grahana is the process of understanding the auto driver. Grahitu, the me, I am understanding this auto driver. If the vritti of smriti, some auto driver has cheated me. That is a vritti, smriti vritti. So that is the tinge, the green color tinge, which I explained. So how do you see the auto driver? Think. How do you see the auto driver now? Do you see the auto driver as auto driver, or oh, all auto drivers cheat? Right? When that is doesn't happen, Kshina Vritte, when the Vrittis or Kshina weakened, he's not saying dissolved. He's saying Kshina means because it takes time. That comes in the last stage when the Vrittis are totally not there. So Vrittis are dissolved. Then you see the person as a person. Right? Mane, grahitu, grahana, graheshu, tadas anjanata, like as it were, without the tinge of the crystal, the mind, that is samapattihi. So he is mentioning two slightly different words, samapattihi and samadhi. Both are, Patanjali gives two words, so it's different. If not, he would have used the same word. Samadhi. He's saying it's like Samadhi, but maybe a slightly lower form of Samadhi, whatever way to call. Don't compare again. It's a different form of thing. Samapattihi. In some other, many other explanations, some they say Samadhi is the process. Samapatti is what the benefit, how the mind gets stabilized. That is they call as samapatti. Whatever way you want to call, it's different. That's slight different, very difficult to explain. But when you start doing medicine, you will start understanding. So types we are seeing here. So this again is a previous shloka, not corresponding one first chapter, 17th shloka. He says types of samapattihi or samadhi. I'll differentiate slightly, so I'm a little bit confused. Whatever you call it. Vitarka, vichara, ananda, asmita, anugamat, sampragnataha. Sampragnataha means some, pragya. Pragya means awareness, consciousness, alertness, whatever you want to call. With awareness, these are the forms of samadhi. Vitarka, vichara, ananda, asmita, rupa, anugama. So Vitarka, we will like see everything one by one. There are other sutras. So Vitarka, Tarka. Then Tarka is logical. Vichara is little more deeper. The thoughts. Ananda, bliss. Rupa Anugama, being with the self, being in one's form, observing in form. That is the different types of samapattihi. This the previous thing comes, why I put is comes by Abhyasa and Vairagya. Because previous shloka it describes Abhyasa, Vairagya, Tat Nirodha. Then after when you keep practicing that, this happens. Vitarka Vichara Ananda Smita Rupa Anugama Sampragnataha. With awareness. Okay. So what is Savitarka Samapatihi? So that is what I have explained the previous. Sa vi tarka. Tarka means logic. Vitarka, special logic. With sa vi tarka. Savitarka. With special logic or knowledge. Special understanding. So generally in these terms, special knowledge always refers to the knowledge of your inner self, not oh I understand Java language or I understand artificial intelligence. Those are all external knowledge that is not at all considered. Oh, I know great things in the world, but I don't know anything about the self, so it's not a vitarka. So generally vitarka means special knowledge is understanding our own, how my mind works, how my intelligence works, all those things. Okay. So same tatra shabda artha jnana vikalpaihi sankirna savitarka samapattihi. Tatra, then again there are three things is mentioning the same thing that what he explained in the previous sutra, right? Grahitu grahana graheshu is putting in a different form for knowledge. So how do you understand the knowledge? How do you understand anything? Sabda, the word. See, somebody is telling me something. Apple. That word, if you know English, that apple creates, makes you to understand. Then the jnana, then the oh, the apple, the knowledge of that apple. The word shabda apple, the jnana is triggered or you are attain that knowledge. If you don't know before, you attain that knowledge. And the artha, artha is the actually the what the apple word conveys, and the jnana is the intelligence what it conveys. Slightly different. Artha and jnana. The word meaning and content are blended together. Vikalpaihi Sankirna. Vikalpai Sankirna like blending, coming together. So everything becomes one. Because the vritti is not there. You are seeing the apple as apple, auto driver as auto driver. There are no other extra things. As if it's just you are understanding the object without no other extra gimmicks, no other extra impressions. Object as a object. Then that is Savitarka Samapattihi. Shabda, Artha, Jnana. Togetherness. So then it tells the 143, the next shloka. So keep seeing this. So it keeps changing. Sometime it goes to some other chapter. Okay, so why I am telling is the previous shloka also matters. So Patanjali, right? The previous shloka, the context matters for the current shloka, right? Then what happens? Smriti Parishuddha, very, 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 very important. As I explaining the same, we'll take the same example, auto driver. Where that thing is stored, that auto drivers cheat. Now maybe Ola and all have come because of that only. I'm talking maybe 10 years ago. Auto drivers means okay, they cheat. That's a general tendency, right? That where it is stored in the Smriti Vritti, in the Vritti called Smriti, it's stored. But when the storage is removed, Smriti Parishuddha, and then it's cleaned up. When the memory is cleaned up, and the Smriti Parishuddha, Swarupa Shunya, Arthamatra Nirbhasam, same word. The Swarupa Shunya Artha matra, only the, so you are not adding anything extra to that knowledge, to that thought. Artha matra nirbhasam, that apple remains just like an apple. You are not adding anything extra. As if its own nature, because nothing extra is there. Then that intelligence alone, within the inner intelligence alone shines forth, without the mind coming in between, without the mind, logical thinking, understanding, smriti, memory, everything is wiped out during samadhi. Then when you come out of samadhi, you think, oh what, I went into samadhi, I forgot my name. Not like that. It will be there. That's why it's called sabija. Right? Oh, don't worry. Oh, Smriti Parishuddho, I forgot what all I have learned. Nice, na. Sometimes it's good. Hmm? If you have a boss, if you forgot your boss during the meditation, it's good. But then when you come out and then when you ask who are you to your wife or your boss, then life will be very interesting. Okay, so that don't happen. So during the thing called Sabija Samadhi, everything is intact, internal, it's not manifesting. So when the memory is completely clean, as if devoid of one's nature, then only the inner intelligence remains. Arthamatra nirbhasam. That is nirvitarka. Sa vitarka we saw nirvitarka. Now sa vichara nirvichara. So etayaiva, by this, the previous loka. So when that's like a stages. So vitarka with savitarka nirvitarka, that is the previous loka. Then etayaiva, then beyond by when you keep that keeps happening, then the next stage happens. What? Sa vichara nirvichara. Sa sukshma vishaya Vyakyata. Vichara means what? Reflection, understanding. Just the thought, vichara. Right? That's the reflection. Oh, the apple. Savichara, with reflection. But then nirvichara, the next state. Nirvichara. That starts happening. Then sukshma vishaya, the subtleness of the vishaya. See, the everything we just see the overall, the gross things. We don't see the subtlety of the object. What is not seen, right? Subtlety of the sukshma vishaya starts getting revealed to you. Simple thing. Let's say you observe a flower. Okay, flower acha hai. Okay, what next? When you see generally WhatsApp status message, may good morning, anything, flower comes, no? Something. Okay, flower, that's it. But you just see, oh, flower, what is there? How many colors? How many petals? What's the fragrance? When it has blossomed. So many things the flower knowledge contains. Okay, subtle inner meaning is explained, revealed. You start understanding. Reveal mean nobody will come and tell you. You will start experiencing. You will start understanding the same words in a different context. See, that's what happens when you listen to knowledge, Guruji's talk, anything. What he tells satsang or the happiness course point, the subtlety of the point, subtlety of the knowledge, you'll start understanding better. Okay, so savichara nirvichara, so you've seen four: savitarka, nirvitarka, savichara, nirvichara. There is no shloka, I don't know, there is no sutra. It means for ananda and asmita. So ananda is bliss. So you just without, when these two which are tarka is not there, what happens? Bliss. When mind is not thinking, bliss. When mind is thinking, you feel joy. But when mind is at non-thinking, it's called bliss. Right? Happiness correspond. Then asmita. Asmita is what? Asmita is I-ness, just the me. Oh, I am. Guruji does a beautiful meditation in advanced course. I am. So without the thought, without the logic, without the mind, without the just the ego, I am Asmita. So these are the 6 types of samadhis. But all are that we'll see next. So then Patanjali Maharishi says, the next sutra says, Sukshma Vishayatvam cha alinga. So then he said, previous thing he says, what happens? The Sukshma Vishaya of the object starts getting revealed. Then when you continue the path and you keep doing, even the Sukshma Vishaya becomes Alinga. Linga means form, Alinga, formless. The subtlest level of object, the Sukshma Vishayatvam, even that becomes Alinga. No, there is no form for the object. Even that starts dissolving and ends paryavasanam. So that also starts. You are seeing the progression of how maybe if not experiencing this, at least the logical level of progression we can do. And then when it starts happening, you will see, oh, I am in this. Again, don't think comparing, oh, I am in now Vitarka, oh, no, now I am in Savitarka, no, I am in Nirvitarka. Then you'll never be in Samadhi, you will be in Dharana state. Dharana is not focus, right? You are focusing on your experience, you have to go back to Dharana state. So just experiencing. Sukshma Vishayatvam cha Alinga Paryavasanam. Then he says 146 Ta Eva, these are all this. Sabija Samadhihi, with seed of I, oh the I am, remains in all these things. Till now, see this you can, whether you can do without your eyes closed, meditation, sitting in the yoga mat also can happen. During the course of the day, you are just doing something so interesting, no other thought exists, you and only whatever you are doing exists, right? That is one of the samadhis, what we explained, the 6. Then what happens? What happens? Benefits of samadhi. 147, I missed 147, 148. Nirvichara वैशाराद्ये अध्यात्म प्रसादः. निर्विचारा वैशाराध्ये अध्यात्म प्रसादः. Prasada means what? The gift. What you are not deserved, what you get. That is a gift. I am just sitting and doing just eyes closed. But the experience is the gift. Very beautiful knowledge. I am not doing. When you think, oh, I am doing, then the I will still be there. So initially stages, tapas is required. Tapas requires I, right? Say when Patanjali Maharishi says Kriya Yoga, start of the 2nd chapter, he says what? Tapas swadhyaya. Tapa is required, Swadhyaya is required, and tapas is the undoing all the asana, pranayama, yama, niyama, all those things, tapas. Then Swadhyaya, understanding, knowledge, understanding about myself. Then the 3rd thing comes, Ishvara Pranidhana. Tapaswadhyaye Ishvara Pranidhanani Kriya Yoga. All the things. So that's what is mentioning here, Prasadaha. He's not mentioning Shiva and all like Tirumular. For every word, every shloka, Shiva comes. But somehow very subtly these things are introduced. Not introduced, it's there. Just mention. Okay. Nirvichara Vaisharadhe comes profound knowledge. Adhyatma Prasadaha. It comes to you. Just clearly comes to you. Then that is called Rutambara Tatra Pragya. Ritambara Tatra means Tatra Pragya, the intelligence becomes filled with Ritambara Tatra is beyond the senses. You start will start like intuition. In Art of Living we say like intuition process. But that comes from the grace of the master. Like even the meditation happens from grace of master, but it starts happening in life. Rutambara Tatra Pragya. So I always used to wonder before reading all of when you go to the satsang line or darshan line or in the satsang, how Guruji is answering all these questions. When the question comes, next second perfect answer comes. And you see, just one example. We went to some this thing. One of our relative like had a serious medical issue. So you've seen in the satsang and the darshan line. So Guruji will be walking. So we'll be just as every second he meets a new people, new person. So you get like the moment he stands in front of you, you get only 1 second to ask something. So I tell this person name has this issue. So he doesn't know me. Well, physically, he's meeting thousands of people, and I'm not explaining. I'm not showing the medical report. I'm not giving all the thing. All I'm telling is this person name has this issue. Then he said, go to the first doctor whom he referred. Then he just that's all. Next person, next question, next answer, next second. So where this thing? I'm not shown the medical report. In the medical report, there are 2 3 doctors. 2 3 reports comes. The next second, before I even complete the sentence, he says, "Go to the first doctor. Refer to the first." So that is Ritambara. Meaning this you don't understand by the senses. Ritambara Tatra Pragya. Just an example of Ritambara. Like that, so many things happen to our life, it happens. But we have to just start understanding. Then benefit. The Ritambara Tatra Pragya dawns. Okay, next 149. That's what I explained previous loka is just explaining more and more. Shruta Anumana. Shruta is what you hear, what you heard, the book knowledge, whatever in there in the Vedas, everything, whatever is written, Shruti. Anumana is inference. Okay, you read something. Oh, then you mix. You read say 2. You read 3. Okay, you say 2 plus 3 is 5. So inference of the knowledge. That's how all discoveries happens, right? But what Patanjali says, Shruta Anumana Pragya Abhyam Anya Vishaya Visheshartatvat. So he says this knowledge is beyond what is written, heard, and inferred also. So this is beyond this. Then the next sutra 150. So very powerful. So we'll come to this. Anything we do creates impressions. If you are aware of that, so I'm eating something that is creating an impression. Anything you do, any knowledge, anything you understand, you read something, it creates an impressions to you, right? And these impressions are the cause of you continuing your rebirth. These impressions are still there. So, but now what the beautiful knowledge what Patanjali Maharishi is giving, Tajjas sanskaro anya sanskara pratibandhi. When you start meditating and reach this stages of samadhi, that impression which is born, tajja, ja means born, being born, puja, taj, that which is born. Impression which is born of this samadhi, tajja sanskaro. Sanskara means impressions. Anya sanskara will pratibandhi, overpower all the previous impressions. Tajja sanskaro, anya sanskara pratibandhi. So that is why we have to meditate. We'll have one more sutra is there. I will talk more about this later. Okay, this is the benefits of the Sabija Samadhi. Still impressions are there, but that new impressions have overpowered the previous impressions. Then this stage, so then if you remember that line, first six is Sabija Samadhi. Still that I-ness is there. Then there is a beautiful state, like a transcending state of Samadhi. Virama Pratyaya Abhyasa Purva Sanskaro Shesho. So in this state, during the practice of Samadhi, what happens? See, it's still there. Say, let's say there are 1,000 impressions, and you keep doing samadhi, practice. Maybe it is reducing, but still those earlier impressions still there. Sometimes it will come in the life or in meditating, those thought, those things. So when thought comes, again you come out of it. So again you go back. So it is like transcending state of samadhi. Virama Pratyaya Abhyasa Purva. Like when you keep practicing the previous states, that's what he says. See, if you remember the 117 is we saw the all the types of Vitarka Vichara Ananda Smita Anugama Sampragya. So that sutra. Right? Then he says when you do completed, and then in the later sutra is explaining this. That's why I put it in that order. Right? So Virama Pratyaya Abhyasa Purva. Then when you keep practicing, it still keeps coming. So that's what he refers. Okay, 120. Then, but you don't forget, oh, yeah, I've been meditating for so many years, but still I keep getting thoughts. What Patanjali Maharishi says, with Shraddha, with trust, Virya, with valor, Hata. I have to do, I have to attain this. That Hata Shraddha, Virya, Smriti. Look, remembering the previous. Oh, I had good times also. I had my great experiences of this thing, right? Practice should be continue. Samadhi, Prajna, Purvaka Itaresham. Continue. Be fully, Purvaka, Prajna, Purvaka. Fully immersed in that process. Shraddha, Virya, Smriti, Samadhi, Prajna, Purvaka, Itaresha. Then I jump to the 51. Then what happens? Tasyapi Nirode Sarva Nirbija Samadhi. Even that impressions are destroyed. So Sabija Samadhi will create impressions, but that impressions will overpower the previous impressions, and then you continue the practice of Samadhi with Shraddha Virya. That's like transcending state you process. Then what happens? Tasyapi nirode. Even those impressions are removed. Then after that what? Sarva nirodha. Everything is getting imprinted. When there is no impressions, I is not there. Samadhi without the trace of I happens. Nirbhija samadhi. See the beautiful how no modern philosopher, psychologist, people who analyze the mind, whatever they want to call themselves, have not written such beautiful statement in a form of sutra in few words. Understanding the power of the how the progress of maturity of the mind. Tasyapi nirode sarva niroda nirbija samadhi. Then the samadhi without the trace of I happens. It has to happen, not doing. Okay. Okay, now I jump to the fourth chapter, the first Kaivalya Padam, first sutra. So why samadhi? That is, see what Patanjali himself says, the same state can be attained by various ways. Janma, like in your previous birth, you are already reached, you are finally. Then in the have you seen few people, like for example, our Guruji at the age of 3 or 4, he starts meditating. He starts chanting the Bhagavad Gita. Like there are so many people. People remember the previous things and also they continue in the path. Right? That's what even Bhagavad Gita Sri Krishna says. Even the yogi continues and not reached. Maybe he's still in one of the sixth, seventh, eighth layer of the samadhi, and he happens to die, and then he takes a rebirth that will continue. So, based on Janma, also you attain the Siddhi or by Aushadhi, beautiful. Oh, I don't want to do all of this. That's why all of these drugs have come. When you take drugs, what? All the ganja, all the things, what it does? It stops the mind for few moments and then it causes a lot of other problem. But during that time, it stops the mind. You are in the samadhi. You are in the nirbija samadhi also. Without the eye also, they are there happily. Janma, Aushadhi, mantra. Mantra chanting gives you lot of power to attain that blissful, that transcendent nirbija that state. Or tapas. Oh, I'm doing there are a lot of yoga practices, lot of things where the kundalini is raised, reaches the top and then it does thing. Then the samadhi state is also there. Perfection, siddhaya, you become perfect by doing all of this. And then next few shlokas he explains many things, and then the 4.6 he explains tatra, but ध्यान ध्यान जन्मान नाशयम, ध्यान jama nashayam, the jama, the what is born of meditation is free from impressions. If you see again now, when you see birth, medicine, mantra, tapas, it creates new impressions. Right? So, what is the purpose of doing all of this? The impressions have to go. Only when the impressions go, the eye go. When the eye go, then you will attain the final state. That is the purpose of evolution. So, there is no point again and again you recreating impressions by doing medicine, aushadhi, mantra, and tapas. Right? So, then that's why it says do meditation. Okay. तत्र ध्यानाजम् anashayam. Tatra, then dhyanajam, what is born out of dhyana, anashayam, removes everything, the impressions. So that is why don't rely on, see, mantra and tapas is required, but required so that meditation happens. So finally, after mantras, medicine, hopefully nobody does in the path of yoga. If you're not doing yoga, people who are stuck in medicine just to feel the bliss, can't help them. You can help them, but they have to come out of them, their problem. Right? Then mantra and tapas, if you are getting stuck, start coming to samadhi meditation. That's what he says. When you do dhyana, then the dhyana samadhi happens. Okay. Then now we come to the last few lines of the fourth chapter also, the Kaivalya Padam. So then we saw Sabija Samadhi is it, then there is a transcending state, then we saw there is a Nirbija Samadhi. Then Patanjali Maharishi gives one more state called Dharma Mega Samadhi. So before this, what all he says, the third chapter fully he explains all the siddhis. doesn't mention the Ashtama Siddhi, but there are more Siddhis, more thing explained in the third chapter when you do all the meditation, Samyama and all. Maybe I'll see later. Then Rutambara Pragya, all those things happen, all the impression, you get lot of knowledge, you can rule everything, all those things. But when you continue, not interested in these forms, highest form of intelligence. प्रसंख्याने अपि अकूसिदस्य सर्वथा विवेकख्याते धर्ममेघ समाधिः. So the meaning is that prasanga kyane, the highest form of intelligence, api, even that akusi dasin, you are just not bothered. You are not bothered about even the greatest talent you can exhibit. Mm, in for whatever, whether even if it's for good also for others, that you are not interested in even that. And with full focus, sarvataha, always free, akusidasya, free from all of this, viveka kyate, then full focus in continuing, then dharma mega samadhi happen. Dharma mega means, see, mega is cloud, rain bearing cloud, right? Dharma, the dharma, all virtues, that's why we do everything, the dharma, that starts pouring on you. You have rain of dharma, all the good things happening to you. It happens through you. You become a virtue of dharma, you become a personification of dharma when dharma, all the virtue starts pouring on you like a mega, like a rain, the cloud bearing rain. Dharma mega samadhi happens. So when you are not even bothered of intelligence, siddhis, you, which happens in the path of yoga and the samadhi state. Then what happens? Dharma mega samadhi. Then the next sutra says tataha. Then klesha karma nivritti. Panchakleshaha. That's why we started, right? Panchakleshaha. Not in this sessions. Patanjali Maharishi says there are 5 kleshas which stops you from being with yourself. Avidya, Asmita, Raga, Dvesha, Abhinivesha. All the 5 things. If all these 5 are removed, then what remains? And the karma also is there. Karma means not only the doing. Karma means the doing, act of doing, and the result, impressions of the actions. Phala, karma phala, and the impressions of the sanskara of the karma. Everything drops. So you are not affected by klesha karma. Nivritti. Just goes away. Tatha klesha karma nivritti. Then the last sutra of Patanjali, Kaivalyam. Just imagine when there is no klesha, then there is no karma. When Patanjali describes what is, who is Patanjali Maharishi in the first chapter, he describes just one sutra, who is God, Ishvaraha, which Tirumular he keeps repeating every time. He says not name, that Purusha Visheshaha. Klesha Karma Vipaka Ashayer Aparamrishta Purusha Vishesha Ishvara. So that is what he says. When this previous shloka will go back. When the klesha karma nivritti. So who is God? Who is that Vishesha Purusha? Who is not affected by klesha and karma. In the first chapter, Sutra number 124, it comes. Then, now what is Patanjali is telling, the last of the last sutra? Tata klesha karma nivritihi. So when you match the two, what happens? You go beyond the klesha and karma, then you attain the kaivalyam. Purusha, Purushartha Shunyana. Beautiful. Each word you have to talk for maybe hours. Purusha Artha. What was the Purushartha? Dharma, Kama, Artha, Moksha. That's what. If you know, you know. If you don't know, go to Google and search Dharma, Kama, Artha, Moksha. So dharma is the knowledge, what you have to do, kama, desire, artha, the means of the desire, moksha, liberation from what you are doing, becomes void. So you are not bound by all the purushartha, what everybody, I have to do, raise the family, all the um, I have to do artha, I have to earn means there is no desires, I have to earn this, I have to buy a site, for that I have to earn, for that I have to slog, do night outs or get promotion. When there is no kama, artha is not required. Then when you attain, get the site or get the promotion, moksha. Dharma, kama, artha, moksha becomes void. Purushartha shunyana. Gunanam pratiprasavaha. So we are bound by the nature. Rajos, tamas, sattva, gunanam binds our body and mind, everything. It over ruled by the gunas. When the gunas returns to its fold, it doesn't affect Purushartha Shunyanam Gunanam Pratiprasavaha Kaivalyam. Then you, that is liberation, Kaivalyam. Then Swarupa Pratishta. Swarupa, the self being the self, be established in its own nature. Va or Chitta Shakti or the power of the consciousness, the external manifestation. So that's what he always says, no? Shiva Shakti. Shiva is the self, like the consciousness, the in this thing, and the Shakti, the manifested consciousness. Now the last line he says, Swarupa Pratishta, Chitti Shakti, then there is a beautiful war in between. Or, so either, because the Kaivalyam state, both are same. Either you call it Shiva or Shakti, Swarupa or the Chitta Shakti, it's the same. Va, either this or that become the finally it's one, you merge. Right? That is all. Iti. The last word is iti. That is all. End of the Patanjali Yoga Sutra. That is all. So the last word. So generally in all the scriptures, the first word how it starts and the last word how it starts, look, it defines the context, right? So iti, that is all. So there is nothing beyond. So people ask, okay, what next? Okay, samadhi over, what next? He says nothing. Iti, that is all. First you come till reach all the 10 state, then you see. Okay. So it's not like asana. Okay, I have done this asana. What next? Okay, show me advanced asana. No, he says iti. That is all. Okay. So nice. I'll just show that slide again. What we just 10 types of samadhi. So vitarka, savitarka, nirvitarka, savichara, nirvichara. I just renamed it wrongly. So because some people tell it 8, some people like some commentators put it 10. So it's okay, whatever it is. Because vitarka there are two things. Savitarka, nirvitarka, vichara, savichara, nirvichara, ananda, asmita, then virama pratyaya, the transcending state. Not the name, but just the name. Transcending state. Nirbija, without the seed. Then the dharma mega, reign of you. The dharma starts happening through you. Then the kaivalyam, the final liberation is states of Samadhi. Okay, so we have come to the end of the Patanjali Yoga Sutra and Tirumala Tirumandiram's understanding, explanation. I started calling it comparing. There is nothing. And then I felt it's a wrong way to tell compare because both are great. There is nothing to compare. You understand both, right? So that is how I wanted to conclude. It's not like comparing and trying to equate and all. This is both, though everything tells the finally the state what Kaivalyam and in Tirumular he says na Tan Avanagir. Tan Avan Agir. So that's what he concluded the Tirumandiram's last shloka, right? And then he says here, he says Kaivalyam. Both reaches the same thing, but in a different way, slightly so many different options, different ways of experiencing the oneness. So start practicing. So if you are still stuck up in your asana, there is much more to learn. And pranayama, so many things are there. Again, if possible, it should be good if you just go through this knowledge and experiences. It takes its own time, its own time. It says janmas. So whether doesn't matter whether nothing happens to me. Oh, I am still, even asanas are not happening to me, and nothing like that. You just continue, keep on continuing. Satadhirga kala, nairantarya, satkara sevitu. So these three remember. Not mentioned here how to do abhyas, how to do practice. Patanjali Maharishi says Satadhirga Kala, continue. Nairantarya, without a gap, with honor. Satkara Sevito, honor in whatever you are doing. Whatever you want to learn, you want to learn guitar or sitar, anything, cooking, anything in life you want to learn, these three you have to follow. Satadhirga Kala, it takes time, keep on long time. Nairantarya, continue. Satkara Sevito, honoring whatever, honoring the Guru, honoring the practice, honoring yourself. Then things happen in its own time. Things happen in its own time. Okay, so I really not only enjoyed, I benefited, because of this only I have to read more. So hopefully it was useful to you. So when you find it useful, what we do, we inform others. Okay. So these are the small things you can give back when you inform others that, oh, there is something nice. Okay. Thank you. We'll keep meeting. So next I'm planning to do Attama Siddhi. Maybe I'll take the from the Tirmandiram's the effect of thing, and then the Siddhi is mentioned in the third chapter of the Patanjali. After Samyama, he says all the thing. We'll see what all we can do. We have a lot of time.